I had always been subject to all of the opinions of society, of people around me, for being a bigger girl. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aziza, and everything you see here is meant to serve as a testament to my empowerment journey. And I hope along the way you are inspired to go on an empowerment journey of your own. Today's video is another addition to the Unsnap Your Bra Empowerment Conversations, where I want you to feel as much relief, as much refreshment, and as much release as you do when you take that bra off after a long day. And to my fellas, I want y'all to feel something too. So ask your girl. Ask your girl how good it feels to unsnap that bra after a long day. And I am hoping that in this space, we feel safe and comfortable to talk about the things that are important to so many of us. So today's topic, we are going to talk about confidence. And I know we have so many conversations centered around confidence, but I have been on this journey for a while, and I think what I have to share can definitely add value to the conversations that are already out there. So let me tell you a little bit about my journey. Back in 2018, with a few of my other friends, we started an organization called Pretty, Plus Size, and Powerful. And it was centered around body positivity and also building confidence within yourself in multiple facets of your life, all within a sisterhood that we were building with each other and extending that out to our community. It was at that time where I really started to be comfortable in my own skin. I had always been subject to all of the opinions of society, of people around me, for being a bigger girl. And like so many of us, right? We go back and look at pictures and be like, I can't believe I thought I was fat then, because now I really feel fat. And I have been doing that for years. I go back to look at pictures when I was in high school and I thought I was huge, and I wasn't. I go back 5 years ago when I thought I was huge and I was okay. I am okay now. And it was within that sisterhood of Pretty, Plus Size, and Powerful that I really started to take charge of my self-image. And it was at that time that I was able to be more accepting and okay with my body as it was. Whether I wanted to change it or not, it was what it was at the time. And I have learned to love it at every single stage. Is it where I want it to be? No, but it is where it is. And I still deserve to be confident and to love my body as is. And so do you. So how did I get here to this point, and where has my confidence gone since that point? Before we dive into that, I want to talk about how we lose confidence in ourselves, right? Because it's not just that we don't believe in ourselves. It's the environment that we're in. It's the messages that we see and hear. It's the morals and the values that we learn in our families. It's the lessons we learn at school. It's the categorization and the separation that we face on a regular basis. So we don't just lose our confidence as some fault of our own because we are inadequate. No. Our confidence is chipped away. It's erased. It's eroded by all of the things that we absorb on a day-to-day basis for years. Okay? It's not that one day you were confident and the next day you weren't. So please give yourself grace and give yourself time to work to build that confidence again. We have to consider where our confidence started to take a hit? Was it at home? Were you not encouraged to do the things that you loved? Were you hollered at on a regular basis anytime you decided to expand and act in your imagination? Were you encouraged to try new things? Were you supported in doing those things? In school, were you bullied for being different? Were you bullied for the way that you spoke, or the way that you dressed, or the way that you looked, or the way you wore your hair, or the way that you learned? Were you talked down upon by people who didn't understand the way that you viewed the world? Were the TV shows and movies you were watching representative of your home life? Or did it make you feel like less than? Were the messages that were coming across in TV, movies, music, and other forms of entertainment building you up? Or were they chipping away at your self-image? Were you exposed to things that helped you to expand your mind? Were you compared to your peers? There are so many things that make us reflect on ourselves and who we are in a negative manner. And those are the things that chip away at our confidence. And that becomes confidence in our appearance, confidence in our abilities, confidence in our intelligence. And after that, it leads to a lack of confidence just in yourself overall. And the journey that I've gone on has helped me to build that confidence back up. So I just want to share some things with you all that you can implement in your everyday life to help you rebuild your confidence and begin to live a life that you are proud of. The first thing that I want you to do in order to rebuild your confidence is simply show up for yourself. By that, I mean just get up, get dressed, wash your face, brush your teeth, comb your hair, right? Put on fresh, clean clothes and simply let your outward appearance be that first step to rebuilding your confidence. Because I know on those days where that depression is kicking your butt, getting out the bed is the win. And if that is your only win that day, that is okay as well. And listen, that is a thing that I have to tell myself, because too often I am sitting around looking like nobody loves me, okay? Like nobody loves me. So the least I can do is love myself and spruce up my appearance. I'm gonna get out of that bed. I'm going to get out of the clothes that I slept in. I'm going to wash my face. I'm going to get rid of this morning breath. I'm gonna get the crust out of my eyes, okay? And some days that is the only win I have. But guess what? A win is a win, okay? A win is a win. Another thing that I want you to know and understand is that you are deserving, right? You are deserving. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of trust. You are deserving of belief. And those are things that you can give yourself. Those are the things that you should be giving to yourself on a regular basis and first and foremost, right? There are so many ways and so many things that chip away at our value and the way we look at ourselves, that we start to internalize those things and we lose the fact that we are deserving of being treated well, of being respected, of being loved, of being believed, of being trusted, of being cared for, of being protected, of being given a safe space. We deserve these things simply by existing. You don't have to do cartwheels and headstands to prove that you are worthy of these things, right? I want to really tap in and talk about the definition of worth. Good or important enough to justify. excellence of character or quality as commanding esteem. And another definition is usefulness or importance as to the world, to a person, or for a purpose. Now, I want to talk about each of these definitions separately, right? Let's start with the excellence of character or quality as commanding esteem. There was a conversation that the ladies of Pretty Plus Size and Powerful and I had, and this woman told us that there are people who demand attention, demand respect, meaning that when they enter a room, they have to call attention to themselves. They have to do something extra or extraordinary in order to demand that people pay attention to them, that they respect them. And then there are those who command it. I don't have to say a thing. My presence says it all. I don't have to go above and beyond. The way that I carry myself lets you know how you need to treat me, the way that I deserve, desire, or command to be treated. Another definition of worth is the usefulness or importance as to the world, to a person, or for a purpose. That one is simple. You are here. That means there is something that you are adding value to for the world. There is something that God is still calling you to do on this earth. And so your worth is inherent in you. You don't have to doubt it. You just need to find it, right? You just need to go out and search what that purpose is, because it's already in you. And because we have that purpose, we are good and important enough to justify. And that's that last definition. You don't have to do anything extra. You don't have to prove your worth to people, because your worth is already given to you in God. And once you understand that you are worthy, then you will absolutely know and understand that you are deserving. And that will help to boost your confidence. You will be able to form standards and boundaries that no one can cross, that no one can diminish. It'll help you to understand that the things that you want, you can have and you deserve. You just have to have the right team, the supreme team, a divine team, and you can accomplish so many things, right? Another thing that I want you to do, right, is stop comparing. Please stop looking over into other people's lanes. Stop tuning in so hard to other people's race in life. Don't worry about how fast they're running, how far ahead they are. Keep your pace. Run your race. Take your steps. Get your stride. Condition, right? That may look like learning a new skill. That may look like honing an old skill. That may look like niching down. That may look like marketing to the right people. That may look like collaboration, right? Run your race. Don't worry about the people on side of you, the people ahead of you, the people behind you, because you are always going to be exactly where God wants and needs you to be. But remember, you have to submit. You have to trust. Let God have the control. Be in partnership with God. And when you start to get weary and weak, that second wind will come in, and you may not know where it's coming from. You may not know how you're doing it, but you got the best tag team partner there could ever be. Stop comparing. Again, even if somebody is doing a similar thing to what it is that you want to do, they are not you. They don't have your flavor. They don't have your flair. They don't have your style. They don't have your skills. They don't have your talents. So they cannot bring to an industry what you will bring to an industry. And you cannot bring what they've brought. But what you have is you. And that can never be duplicated. Run your own race and keep your eyes on the prize. All right? The last thing I want to talk about is building a foundation for your confidence, right? What do you allow to take away from your confidence? What do you allow to add to your confidence? Is it something outside of yourself? Is it social media? Looking at other people's timeline and seeing that, oh, they're going on trips every month. Oh, they just bought a brand new car. Oh, they bought a house. They have a great relationship. They got their dream job. Are those things chipping away? Does validation, do those likes on those statuses and those pictures add to your confidence? Do compliments from people as you walk down the street with your fly outfit on, does that add to your confidence? Does going to get your hair freshly done, does that add to your confidence? What is the foundation of your confidence? And once you find out what the foundation is, determine whether or not it's rocky or is it solid. Are you trying to build a house on sand? Or are you trying to build a house on a concrete foundation, on a cement foundation? Is your confidence going to shift because your foundation is not solid? I talked about that partnership, right? Knowing and understanding that you have the greatest partner in God. Knowing that you have the greatest partner in God will help to set a strong foundation for your confidence. Because those of us who know and believe in the power of God, know and believe that where we lack as humans, God will fill in the gap. God will provide the way, the resources, the people. God will provide the strength when you are weak. God will provide the second wind when you are exhausted, right? You don't have to rely just on your capabilities. You know that what is already in you is just a supplement to what God has for you and what He intends to do through you. You already know that you are wonderfully made. You already know that your confidence comes from a perfect place. And if you let that be your foundation of confidence, you don't have all of that teetering. You start to believe in things that you didn't think you were capable of. You start to trust in the process. You start to trust in divine timing. You start to trust in the journey and knowing that the destination is going to be greater than anything that you have ever imagined, right? So build that foundation of confidence on the most solid thing out there, the grace and the love of God. I'm just saying. Some things that you can do on a regular basis: say affirmations. Look in the mirror. Say exactly what it is that you need to say to yourself to get through the week. And if you are OG, you know where that is from. You don't have to change the entire world, but you can start by changing the world around you. And to change the world around you, you need to change the world within you. Build up that foundation of confidence and use your words to solidify it. Use your words of affirmation as mortar for that foundation. Where I am now on my journey of confidence is believing more in my talents and my capabilities. Believing more that when my capacity is not there, that God is stretching me to be able to fulfill my purpose, to be able to work in my purpose and passion. It was beautiful to start with my physical appearance, right? That's the easier part, right? Now I'm moving on to believing in me, believing in what I am supposed to be bringing into the world, trusting that I am following in the proper footsteps, running in the right direction, running on the right path. And this part is a little bit more challenging because the human in me, right? The human in me wants to cower in fear. The human in me wants to give in to my own limitations. The human in me wants to do the sensible thing, right? And sometimes the human in me just flat out wants to give up. But this next phase of my confidence, I started to call Godfidence, because it is me building my partnership, me building this relationship with God and trusting that I can get out of the way and be used in order to fulfill my purpose, in order to bring my value into the world, trusting that what I have and who I am is exactly what God wants to use, right? And just listening and being obedient. That's my confidence. That's my freedom. That's my new journey. And that's what I'm loving. That's what I'm loving. Listen, that's all I got for y'all today. Thank y'all for tuning in to another edition of the Unsnap Your Bra Empowerment Conversations. I hope you got something out of this conversation. Please share this topic with somebody else. Share this video with somebody else. Take the conversation to your people. Take it to your family. Take it to your coworkers. Take it to your friends. Take it to your children. Take it to your community. Let's continue to empower each other. Let's continue lifting as we climb, and let's do it together. Let's do it in partnership with the greatest partner of us all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.